Dag 9 van het festival. En wij gaan zo praten over de film die hier bovenaan staat bij de publieksprijs, The Dark Horse. Een inspirerende biopic over de eigenzinnige schaker Genesis Porteny, die indrukwekkend wordt gespeeld door de Maori-acteur Cliff Curtis.
No, this is your uncle. You want to just jump in the Dark Horse?
You know you shouldn't really go to other people's things.
No.
What do you want? I want to join it. I want to be a part of this.
My name is Genesis Porteny, and I want to lead you all for the National Chess Championships in 6 weeks' time.
I felt that Genesis was such a challenging character for an actor to play. I mean, it really would test any actor, and to try and have the best shot at doing it, I just felt it needed something ridiculous. We had to do something absurd. We had to go way overboard, go to extremes to try and capture the extremes. And the most extreme stuff I could think of was stay in character and put on a lot of weight. And that will help Cliff immerse himself into this man, this kind of, and you know, once he signed on, once he agreed and started doing it, I mean, he really did it. You know, he really went there and fully committed.
Do you remember when he told you that he would do it?
I do actually. It was a little chess game of our own. He had to go and do a shoot during our pre-production period. He'd just booked a big TV show that and he wanted to go over and shoot the pilot, but it was right, you know, during a period I needed him, you know, I wanted him in town. So we went out for dinner and he kind of said to me, look, I've got to go and do this thing, but you know, I want your blessings to go and do it. You know, I want to know you're okay with it. And I was sitting there like, oh man, I'm, you know, not really okay. And then I went, well, actually, there is something that we could trade here, and I will be okay with it and give you my blessings if you will give me something, and that is the weight and the method acting. And he kind of like gave me a look like, you bastard.
I walked right into it.
Yeah, it's like a chess game, you know. It was the move, and he thought about it for a moment, and then he went, all right, let's do it.
Jim, what are you doing? I can help them. They'll have a purpose.
You talk dreams to those tamarikis, you better follow through. Take your meds, get your sleep, whatever. Just promise me you won't let him down.
If he's so much in character, is he difficult to direct?
Yeah.
Describe a little how difficult.
Well, as I say, it's not something I've ever asked an actor to do before. So I didn't really know, and it was not something that Cliff's done before. So neither of us really knew how this would work or what we were getting into or, you know, in for. And it's quite a unique thing trying to give direction to someone who is as the character.
He's not an actor,
yeah,
in a way, anymore.
So you can't do it in a normal stagecraft way of like, you know, it's like you've got to find ways of communicating that are in the reality of the world that we're portraying.
So you talked to him and you called him Genesis?
Yeah, everyone called him Genesis for the whole of the shoot. Yeah,
wow.
Yeah. And
it's sort of a mindfuck as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
For you guys as well.
Yeah, it was really, I mean, and there weren't really, there's not really any rules in the way you can approach it. It's really like every moment is different, and you just have to try and do the best you can and that kind of thing. And you know, Cliff would do stuff like, you know, he would spend the whole night out homeless, walking the streets, and then show up on set in the morning. And he'd been out, you know, just kind of, you know, that sort of stuff.
Did he lose his mind as well?
I think a little bit at times, yeah. It was really tough.
Did you feel guilty?
No.
Morgen alweer de laatste aflevering van onze report. Met daarin aandacht voor de belangrijkste prijzen die hier worden uitgereikt, de Tiger Awards. Dus tot dan, tot morgen.